The Formula One tests in Bahrain have just finished, and we have discovered so many things that the teams don't want us to know. Secret strategies, unexpected favorites, and even a bus that ended up on the track during a session. Today I'm revealing all the hidden details from preseason testing, and believe me, 2025 is going to be a crazy year for F1. Get ready, because some of this information will totally change the way you look at the new season. If you are a true Formula One fan, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's start with the things that nobody tells you about the F1 2025 tests. The first thing that made headlines? Lando Norris seems to be the #1 favorite for the title. The Briton has impressed everyone with his lap times and the perfect feeling with his McLaren. The bookmakers give him as Verstappen's main rival, with odds of 287-1 for the final victory. But it's not just numbers. Norris is relaxed, confident, and appears to have the best car of his career. If McLaren has finally got the package right, this could be the year Lando wins his first world championship. And Lewis Hamilton? Some say he is hiding Ferrari's true potential, but the truth is different. The 7-time world champion is totally focused on the challenge. No more extravagant looks, no more rockstar statements, just work, work and more work. Photographing him without his helmet was a feat, as he was trying to stay out of the spotlight at all times. When asked by a member of his staff if Hamilton would bring some of his usual style to Maranello, the response was, "We are here to race." Period. And speaking of secrets, McLaren has gone to great lengths to hide its aerodynamic developments. Have you heard of Flow-Vis, that special paint that is sprayed on single-seaters to study airflow? Well, during a pit stop, Norris' car was covered in this substance and the whole team rushed in front of the car to prevent anyone from photographing it. Only one photographer managed to get a picture, but when asked to show it he said no chance. In short, McLaren has found something special and absolutely does not want to share it. But the most absurd moment of the tests was another. A media bus ended up on the track during an official session. Yes, you read that right, the driver took the wrong road and found himself exactly on the trajectory of the F1 cars. If a car had braked at that moment, it could have been an epic disaster. Fortunately, the accident was avoided and the organizers immediately changed the bus route to prevent it from happening again. But how on earth was such a mistake possible? Now let's move on to another interesting detail. Franco Colapinto, Alpine's reserve driver, was not present at the tests. The team has decided that for this phase there is no need for a third driver, and at the moment it is not even certain that Colapinto will be present in Australia. They asked Alpine directly for information and the answer was, "We will know on Wednesday before the race." Translation? They don't even know who they will field in case of emergency. And do you know something that many people don't know? The yellow camera on the single-seaters is not always assigned to the second driver of the team. This year, the drivers with the yellow T-cam are Norris, Hamilton, Alonso, Antonelli, and a few other select names. Why does it matter? Because when you watch the race on TV, that small difference in the color of the camera is the only way to distinguish the two drivers of the same team at full speed. Let's talk about Kimi Antonelli and Oliver Bearman. These two young talents have already made headlines on and off the track. During the tests, they decided to have some fun with the Netflix Drive to Survive crew. While they were being filmed, they grabbed the operator's boom mic and started playing with the audio. Already an iconic scene? Let's hope Netflix includes it in the next season. But now let's talk about Ferrari. John Elkann, president of the Prancing Horse, made a small style gaffe that made the paddock smile. He was seen wearing two different shoes, an Adidas and a Puma. But the problem is that Ferrari is sponsored by Puma. Someone on the team must have pointed this out to him, because a few minutes later Elkann returned with the right shoes. Small details, but in the world of F1 everything counts. And now I'll reveal an incredible tidbit. Do you know where the pilots sleep during the tests? Most of them stay in luxury hotels like the Sofitel, Raffles or Ritz-Carlton. But two pilots didn't sleep in a hotel. They were hosted directly in the palace of the Prince of Bahrain. Who are they? Top secret. But considering that Bahrain's sovereign wealth fund owns a stake in McLaren, we can get some ideas. And now the focus shifts to Melbourne, where the season kicks off in 2 weeks. Is McLaren really that strong? Can Oscar Piastri win his home Grand Prix? Or can Jack Doohan surprise us and become the first outsider to win a race in 2025? This season is going to be crazy, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. See you in Australia for the first round of the season.